Greetings and salutations from the wonderful country of the Philippines. My name is Tim Klotz and I hail from Rhinelander, Wisconsin. Did my high school in Osseo, Wisconsin. As you can see, I'm a diehard Packers fan, born that way and will die that way. Just a few things. This is introducing some videos. I would ask everyone to subscribe and like. It costs you nothing and it will help me. I need 1,000 hits before I get any numeration for this, or renumeration, or whatever it's called. Life in the Philippines has been good. It's been challenging. As you can hear in the background, that's my goat. He will no longer be with me. I am moving. I'm on a farm here and it's $200 a month. I am moving to a new place that's $100 a month, and you can't have the goat. But it's okay. I need the money. That's my dog, Itchy. Was a rescue dog from last April. I came here April 12th. It'll be 2 years on my birthday, April 12th. And if you want to send me birthday gifts, I'll accept them. Not a problem. Anyway, not a whole lot here. I will do some videos of the market, the wet market. I also have two dear friends that I met 2 years ago in April, Teresita and her supermodel daughter, Sierra. And I will do some interviews with them. Also, I want to do Teresita cooking banana blossom or banana flower casserole, which is my all-time favorite. Another one I really like is Sisig. It's made of pig face and onions and garlic, and it's second favorite dish here. I do miss American food. There's no good cheese here, no good dairy, and no good meat. But learning to survive. I'll give you an example. If you want Jimmy Dean pork sausage here, it's $45 a pound. If you want Jack Link's beef jerky, it's $48 for 8 ounces. If you want American food, you have to be extremely rich. Once in a while, I treat myself. Like last week, I got some pretzels from Texas and also some cream soda. Got to treat myself once in a while. I found real butter from Australia. It's about $9 a pound, but it's really good butter. And all the milk here is powdered. It's liquid form, but it's on the shelf. It doesn't have to be refrigerated. And I've been able to find some pretty decent milk here. And that too, I think, comes from Australia. It's got like a 2-year shelf life, but as soon as you open it, it's sour in about 4 days. So I haven't figured that one out yet. I have goat and chickens here on the farm. Like I say, I have to sell my goat, or we're gonna have a goat roast, and can bring my chickens to the new place. They're Rhode Island red chickens from Wisconsin. That's where the eggs came from. That was so interesting to find here. The chickens here are really small, and Rhode Island Reds are very well sought after. I was able to get a small incubator and hatch 8 baby chicks, some of which, I don't know if it was rats, snakes, or lizards, got quite a few of them. But now I have a rooster and 6 hens, and that's supplying me with plenty of big, delicious eggs. Another thing I will miss here on the farm is I have avocados, bananas, papaya, coconut. I'm trying to think. There's several things I can just pick in my yard. If you've never had a native banana or any of the fruit, you have no idea how delicious it really is. It's just not the same after it gets shipped to the United States, maybe on a boat for 2 months. Here I just go outside with my machete and chop chop, and I'm eating. I've learned potatoes are very small and they're about $1 a piece. So I use, what do I use? Cassava root. Good substitute, and you just dig up the roots, and it's pretty tasty. Trying to think of what else. Kind of at a loss right now. I'm just babbling.
Tell us about yourself, like 3 facts about yourself.
3 facts about myself. I'll be 66 April 12th. I'm old. I'm fat.
Yeah, one more
thing Sierra says. Geez, I love to eat.
You're a chef.
I think everybody knows, and if you don't know, I'm a chef. Spent over 40 years in the kitchen. I really enjoyed learning the Filipino food. And Sierra was taking lessons last year on how to do some baking.
Yes.
She got very good at banana bread. Her cookies, kind of iffy. I think her butter was too soft because they just were crumbly. And then another thing I might add, it's 90 to 100% humidity, 7 days a week. Everything I own is moldy. I lost my good shoes, they were leather, they just crumbled. The money even gets rusty here. You just can't imagine, it just never lets up. Moldy pillows, moldy mattress, moldy clothes. I bought a small dehumidifier and my electric bill doubled in 1 month, so that was, we unplugged that. Hopefully my new house is a lot smaller and I'll be able to run it because it would bring the humidity down to about 75%. As far as heat, being in the mountains, it's 10 to 15 degrees cooler here than in almost all the places in the Philippines. And always, like right now, you maybe can hear the wind. Always windy, very enjoyable here. The first year I was here, we had 4 earthquakes. I don't know how many monsoons, 3 typhoons, super typhoons. Just lots of iffy weather. This year, I don't know what happened. I haven't had an earthquake in over a year. We did have some monsoon where it rained for 7 days. Due to my landlord not fixing the electric, I went without power for 7 days, and I lost some meat and cheese that I had brought back from Wisconsin. It was kind of sad because there was no ice to be found. It could have been fixed on the first day. She's very cheap and didn't have anybody come except for some cheapo after about 5 days. So 7 days without power, I bought a generator. So my new generator just rocks. Started it up, electric start, because I'm an old fart, and checked the oil. It looked good to me. Said it had an oil sensor. Of course, it's from China, so I don't understand anything. Ran it for about 15 minutes and the motor blew up. So that was kind of ugly. So guess what? I bought another one. Same thing, only I filled it full of oil. It was able to power everything in my house, and I even was able to run a cord over to the neighbors. An excellent generator. I had a 5,000 watt in the United States. This is 4,000, and it seems to just, it powers the refrigerator, the freezer, the computer, the TV, the lights, everything you can imagine. Plus, like I said, I ran the extension cord over to the neighbor people. I can't complain. The other thing is everything is 220 here. It's not 110, so that takes a little getting used to, but most things are compatible. Like the computer, it doesn't hurt to plug it in. The TV, everything is able to accept 220. Just kind of different when you get a shock or like handle something wet. My old refrigerator that I bought, you touch it and just light your butt up. So I got a different refrigerator. Sierra asked me some questions. I know I never shut up, but I'm running out of things to say.
I think you can end it because it's it's 10 minutes already.
Okay, well, see, I keep yakking. We're going to call this one the quits, and I want to thank Sierra Come here, Sierra. Say hello.
Hello.
She is a supermodel, and I will be doing. I'm sending you a lot more information about her. She's a pageant winner, commercials. She's got a contest coming up on the 14th at her college, and hopefully I think she should be able to nail that one. It's a small contest. Not necessarily because it's small, she's just that beautiful. So, she said to end it because it's been 10 minutes. So, love you all, go Pat go, and God bless America. The end.
The starry sky, my baby told me with a sigh, saying words that